absolutely resplendent ahead of the Qipco 2000 Guineas.
Frankel has destroyed them from halfway. It's Augusta Rodin making the step up. It's Little Big Bear of the Kingland Phoenix. Chaldean's won the Juhas.
Sack here who's scooting here for trainer Roger Varian.
Silver not just in front won the Autumn Stakes. Indestructible wins the Craven.
The 440 is the Qipco 2000 Guineas Stakes, Group 1 over a mile. The first classic of the season. Plenty of eyes on Auguste Rodin, 13-8. The rain surely in his favour, but Chaldean there at 7-2, backed in from 5-1, second favourite.
And they're off for the Qipco 2000 Guineas. Away well Dubai Mile in the centre. High Royal Nose Bandit. Chaldean on the far side with Flight Plan. And they're chased by Noble Style. Towards this near side, Silver Not very handy in the blue-white cap. On the near side, Little Big Bear, along with Royal Scotsman. Then Indestructible. Auguste Rodin is just towards the rear. It got a bit tight there with Royal Scotsman. Charon is pulling hard. Sakir is anchored at the back of the field. It's just High Royal that leads the way to Chaldean and Dubai Mile. Far side on the left, Flight Plan, along with Noble Style. Towards the right is Little Big Bear, tracked by stable companion Auguste Rodin. On the extreme right is Charon. Royal Scotsman hasn't really settled, probably hasn't had the best of runs. Then Indestructible held up today, along with Holloway Boy, Galeron, and Sakir is still at the back of the field. Hurtling then down the Roly Mile, they're inside the halfway stage, heading for the 3 furlong marker. And it's High Royal from Dubai Mile. Chaldean far side, Silver Knot with every chance. Then Little Big Bear, Auguste Rodin now being asked to improve. One from the right by Ryan Moore in the blue and orange jacket. On the far side, trying to run on his Noble Style. High Royal wandering in front there from Chaldean. Chaldean with every chance. Royal Scotsman now coming through well on the stand side with Sakir, the favourite. Well beaten, both the O'Brien horses well beaten. They run into the dip. Chaldean far side, High Royal just can't run straight. Then behind those Royal Scotsman and Noble Style and Dubai Mile. Chaldean on the far side, out in front. The Dewhurst winner in the hands of Frankie Dettori in his final season, and he wins another Guineas. Chaldean wins it from High Royal. Then Royal Scotsman tied for fourth, Galeron, together with Dubai Mile. And one other, also Noble Style on the far side. Chaldean wins the Qipco 2000 Guineas.
Chaldean does it, 7-2 for Frankie Dettori and Andrew Balding. Second was High Royal, 125-1. And third, Royal Scotsman at 11-1. Plenty to unpick in a Qipco 2000 Guineas that had so many stories behind it, most notably possibly the fact that Auguste Rodin and Little Big Bear, both of Aidan O'Brien's contenders, were disappointing, beaten quite a long way from home. And High Royal, the 125-1 shot, has run an absolute blinder, almost nicking it from the front. But on the far side, in the pink cap, there is Frankie Dettori in his final season as a rider, coming home so strongly aboard the Dewhurst winner Chaldean to pick up the pieces and win going away. A fine staying performance. Royal Scotsman's also run very well in third, keeping on dourly, but not quite as doubtily as Chaldean, who's done it very well to land the Qipco 2000 Guineas.
Qipco 2000 Guineas for this man to my right, Andrew Balding. Huge congratulations. How are you feeling?
Brilliant. You know, it's such a. You look forward to a race like this when you've won a Dewhurst, you know, for a long time now, and just so exciting and you know, great for Frankie. I mean, what a wonderful ride he gave him, and you know, it's just a fitting result.
Yeah. It's better when he finishes the line on board.
Yeah, sure. He said he had Velcro and super glue attached. So. But no, he gave him a terrific ride. He's just a wonderful horse.
What was your feeling off the back of last time coming here? What was it a negative for you? I know it's obvious to say it's a negative, but was it a negative for Chaldean or not?
Well, obviously not. But you don't really know. I'd rather have done the race conventionally, but or had the race conventionally. But the biggest relief was that he pulled up fine out of it, and at least he got out and he had a little gallop and saw a bit of grass, and you know, so not going to start a sort of a trend, I don't think.
No, probably not.
Unusual preps.
Yes. Take me through your feelings as the race developed. Were you always happy?
Always happy, yeah. It was just always seemed to be looking like he was travelling comfortably. I was just a little worried that, you know, Sheen is a tough guy to get past, and I was hoping someone else had been riding that horse. But anyway, once he'd mastered him, I was then pretty confident. So.
And as the rain was falling throughout the day, did you think that might be... I know he's got form on soft, but ultimately, did you think he might want a slightly sounder surface in a Guineas or not?
It was a concern that he, but he got the trip well in the round. So I don't know why I was worried.
Out and out miler?
He might stay a mile and a quarter one day, but I don't think he'll stay any further than that.
Okay. So Royal Ascot would be the likely next target.
It's the logical step. I think he's had a hard enough race today, so he's in the Irish Guineas. But to me, I'd rather sort of wait for Ascot. But it's something we've got to discuss with the Javmont team.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks. Frankie Dettori alongside me. He's had a little bit of time to digest now, winning his 4th and, it feels odd saying this, but his last Qipco 2000 Guineas. How do you feel?
My emotions are all over the place. I want to cry, I want to laugh. It doesn't feel real. I don't know if I'm dreaming or, it's my last year. To win a classic. I mean, to win a classic any time in your life is great. To win on my last year is phenomenal. My home crowd, my son's here, my wife's watching at home. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Where do you start? I've had the chance to really soak it all up, but now it's there, done.
Did it feel different knowing that obviously this is the last? Did it feel different, everything down at the start, your last ride in the Guineas, or did it just feel like normal?
Funny enough, I felt very relaxed. I don't know, because maybe I don't have to worry anymore, then this is my last season, or maybe because I've done it so many times, or I know, maybe because I'm in a happy place. So I really don't know, but I was very chilled. It was always with a chance, so I should have been a bag of nerves, but I was very chilled, and yeah, it just happened. When I got to the top of the hill, I thought I might just finish a good second here, but then once I got rid of the Oisin, I was able to really think. It was all coming down on me saying, is this really happening, right? And it was mad, really, absolutely mad. The sensation that I got is like, really bizarre. I can say that.
Were you? So you say you might just finish second. I mean, at what point did you think we've got this? And I mean, he looked to hit the line pretty hard.
Yeah, well, once I got to the bottom of the dip, and he started to quicken it up, I thought that's it. I was able to really enjoy it because I knew I won. So it was like up to that moment I was having a good fight with Oisin, and but anyway, it happened.
And on that ground, you put him in the race from the gates, really.
Listen, I stated this morning that it gave me a better feel at Doncaster on easy in the ground than it did in the Dewhurst, and it was a Group 1. So I was not concerned about the ground. I mean, old Cracksman, he loved the soft ground, and a lot of Frankers do like a bit of cut in the ground. So when it started raining, it didn't bother me. The only concern when it does rain is going to test his stamina a bit more, but he showed to everyone today that he's got no stamina problems.
It's funny, isn't it? You go back, obviously the trial, it was a disaster, and now you come here and you win a Guineas. So it's just, listen, each race is different, the highs and lows of race.
Absolutely. Shamelessly, I rang Andrew Bolden. I said, can I please come and sit on him before the Guineas, because I didn't get much of a feel first time. Yeah, it's one of those freaking accidents. Today's what matters, and we got the job done. Well done to all the Andrew Bolden team and John Mont and everybody else then being part of this.
Do you know, it was a real a moment to be in the winners' enclosure for that flying dismount. The crowd, everyone here, that won't be lost on them.
Yeah. I mean, even despite the weather, we had a good turnout at the winners' enclosure, and yeah, it was a special moment.
And there we were thinking you might be in Kentucky today, but you're here.
Yeah, you're right. And I said all along, if I had a good Kentucky Derby horse, I would have rolled the dice, but it would have took a good one to take me off Chaldean.
We're glad you're here. Well done.
A kiss to the